talk about Caitlin Clark and the rest of her rookie brethren, among other players in the league. So, we're off and running. The new base salaries have emerged, okay, without the bonus, what they're called bonus escalators, right? Bonus incentives, as they call it in other sports. And a lot of people this is getting a lot.
Caitlin Clark is about to earn nearly $500,000 under the new WNBA CBA, and not everyone is happy about it. The same veterans who spent the last 2 years criticizing her rise are now benefiting from the very spotlight they pushed back against. Bigger crowds, bigger deals, bigger checks. And now, with the new salary numbers officially out, the conversation has completely flipped, and some players are quietly feeling the pressure. Here's the breakdown that's got the entire league buzzing. Should every WNBA player be thanking Caitlin Clark for the surge in revenue and pay? Or is this narrative getting out of control?
$94,000 to $574K. That's a pretty good little increase. But it gets better for her. I can tell you right now, with incentives because of making the all WNBA team, that 574 is really going to be like 1.1 million if the Fever choose to offer her the max or get her up to the max. Caitlin Clark, $85,528K. Now, the reason that Aaliyah is becoming eligible for that incentive is because she's been in the league 1 year longer than Caitlin Clark. Paige Bueckers goes from $80K to $500,000. Cool, $500,000. Cameron Brett, $85K to $493,000. Hell, she missed most of an entire season. Sonia Cintron, $80K to $436K. You know what we don't do? We don't talk about how good she is. Cintron, pretty good player.
The new WNBA CBA is official, and the salary numbers just dropped, and they are wild. Caitlin Clark is jumping from $85,528 to nearly $500,000 in base salary. And that's before bonuses, incentives, and escalators that could push her total earnings even higher. It's a massive leap, the kind that changes the entire conversation around women's basketball. But here's where it gets interesting. Some of the same veterans who spent the last 2 years complaining about Clark getting too much attention are now cashing in on the very revenue boom that followed her rise. Bigger spotlight, bigger money, and now bigger paychecks. The irony? Yeah, it's hard to ignore. And the numbers only get crazier from here. Aaliyah Boston jumps from $94,000 to $574,000. With incentives, she could push past $1 million. Paige Bueckers hasn't even played a WNBA game yet, and she's already projected to make around $500,000 in her rookie season. Cameron Brink rises from $85,000 to $493,000. Sonia Cintron climbs from $80,000 to $436,000. And Angel Reese goes from $75,000 to $350,000. These aren't small raises. This is a complete financial shift across the league. So now the real question is Caitlin Clark the driving force behind this explosion in revenue and salaries? Or is this just the natural evolution of a league that was already on the rise? Either way, one thing is clear. The WNBA's pay scale just changed forever.
That's about to make more money than Angel Reese. Angel Reese is punching air right now. Barbie is punching air. Between her new salary and nobody showing up to see her at Barbie Fest, whoa, she's not happy at all.
The new WNBA CBA is official, the salaries are out, and now the debates are getting heated. Before Angel Reese fans start celebrating, there's a detail a lot of people are missing. Her new salary is a big jump, but she's still making less than several players drafted after her. Diamond Miller is at $536,000. Camila Cardoso is earning about $110,000 more than Angel, despite being in the same draft class. Why? It's not personal, it's structural. The WNBA's pay scale is heavily tied to draft position and contract structure. Cardoso went 3rd overall. Reese went 7th. That difference alone shapes their base salary far more than social media buzz or highlight clips ever could. And that's where the conversation really starts to split. Some fans are looking at these numbers and saying, this is proof hype doesn't equal value. Others are pointing to the league's massive financial jump and asking a bigger question: who actually drove this growth? Because whether you credit one player or the league as a whole, the reality is this: the money has changed fast. We're talking about a multi-billion-dollar media rights deal fueling these increases. Expanded TV partnerships, surging attendance, more corporate sponsorships. The kind of growth the league has been chasing for years. And yes, Caitlin Clark's arrival clearly played a role in boosting visibility and fan interest. But saying she single-handedly transformed the league ignores the broader picture. Years of investment, rising stars across multiple teams, and a sport that was already gaining momentum. Still, the timing is hard to ignore. Players who were making under six figures are now earning 3, 4, even 5 times more. The spotlight is brighter. The stakes are higher. And naturally, so is the scrutiny. So now the real question isn't just about Angel Reese, or draft position, or even Caitlin Clark. It's this: is this level of growth sustainable? Or is the league now under pressure to prove this isn't just a moment, but a new era? The new WNBA CBA is here. The salaries are exploding. But there's one question nobody wants to answer. Is this actually sustainable? Here's the uncomfortable reality. These massive pay increases only work if the revenue keeps rising. If attendance dips, if TV ratings cool off, if sponsors pull back, the league can't keep handing out salaries that are 3, 4, even 5 times higher than before. This isn't just growth, it's a bet on the future. And a lot of that bet is tied to one thing: sustained star power. Caitlin Clark has undeniably brought a surge of attention, new fans, and major media interest. That spotlight helped accelerate deals, boost visibility, and push the league into a new financial tier. But building a lasting business requires more than one player. It depends on the league turning that moment into long-term loyalty. Because here's the risk. If fans are only tuning in for one name, what happens when she's injured? Or when the hype cools? Or when the next storyline takes over? That's the challenge the WNBA now faces: converting a spike into a stable foundation. And to be clear, this isn't just about Clark versus the rest of the league. The salary structure itself explains a lot of the controversial numbers fans are reacting to. Draft position, contract slots, and years of service all play a major role. That's why some players earn more than others regardless of popularity. It's built into the system, not a judgment on who's better. At the same time, the league's growth didn't happen overnight. This moment is the result of years of investment, rising competition, better marketing, and a new generation of stars, including Clark, but not limited to her. The media rights deals, expanded coverage, and sponsorships all reflect a league that was already trending upward, now moving faster. So the real story isn't just who gets credit. It's this: the WNBA has entered a new financial era, but now it has to prove it can stay there. Because if the momentum holds, these salaries become the new normal. If it doesn't, the pressure on the league, the players, and the entire business model will be intense. Either way, one thing is certain: this isn't just a pay raise. It's a turning point.